This is a demonstration on how to fill out the active listening description that was assigned in week 2. So I'm going to go through a piece of music and describe how you were to describe that piece of music. The piece that we're going to be listening to today is one that you could associate with Callie, The Eye of the Tiger. So you can listen to this piece of music, and as you listen, you're going to see that I filled out here in this kind of orangish red color after the bolded type here. These are the terms that you'll need to see according to the assignment that was assigned. You have the link to your song, which you would put there so I could actually hear your song as I read your description. And then, of course, you give me the title, the artist, which, sorry, that's not bolded, it should be, and then the timbre. This is going to give you an example of what is making the sound. Examples for any of the songs could be there's a male voice, you hear drums, strings are playing, woodwinds, maybe there are cymbals. You can be very specific in naming specific instruments, or you can even just be a little bit more general and name the instrument families. But timbre is what is making that sound. Then you're going to describe what those sounds are doing with the term, the melody. For example, some examples of what you might write within there. Maybe the melody repeats a lot. Maybe there's a specific melodic line that melody gets repeated a whole lot. Maybe the melody is taken by the brass section, or maybe the guitar has the melody during a certain section. Maybe it's just the soloist, a vocalist that has the melody the whole time. Maybe there's a group of people that are singing, and they each, get a chance to take over the melody at some point. Maybe that chorus, if especially in today's music, a lot of the form of melodies have that verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, chorus, verse, chorus. Maybe that's the form of your song. That chorus is usually repeated several times, and that's the part that we have stuck in our mind by the end of the song. Then also, one of the other things I'd like you to describe within melody is what the dynamics are. Forte, meaning loud. Then maybe it comes back again later on within the song, and it becomes mezzo piano, meaning that it's medium soft. Down here, the next portion is rhythm. This is where you will describe to me what the meter is, and then also what the tempo is. Those are the two terms that are going to be descriptive of the rhythm. Duple or triple meter are what we've been dealing with in this week's reading. We're not going to get too much into compound. If you hear it in duple, then you would write duple, meaning it's divided into two. 1, 2, 1, 2. If it's triple, it's that subdivision of 3, so it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you hear the difference within the meter. The tempo, it describes what the speed is. If it's fast, maybe the tempo changes a whole lot. Maybe it starts off really fast and then it gets into a slow section. So you're going to be descriptive about those two terms, meter and tempo. The harmony, you're going to tell me, is it major or is it minor? And does it change? Some songs will start out in minor, then they might go major. So be listening specifically for if there are any changes within the harmony. Texture. Within texture, you're going to tell me, is it monophonic, homophonic, or polyphonic? Monophonic meaning that there is only one melody. You could have a group of people singing the exact same melody. You could have one single person singing the same melody. You could have a group of people and a whole string section. But if they are all playing or singing the exact same notes, that will be monophonic. They are singing all in unison. If it is homophonic, homophonic texture is where you have one single melody and there are other notes being played against that to create these harmonies. But those other notes would not make sense as a melody on their own. They are just supportive of the original melody. Polyphonic is the more complex. You have imitative and non-imitative. This would be like a round. You have one group of people starting off row, row, row your boat, and before they finish, you have another group of people start to sing from the beginning, and it creates that round in that imitative polyphonic texture. So you have monophonic be the simplest, all the way up to the polyphonic, which is the most complex of all the textures. So this particular piece of music, you can listen to it, and in the kind of orangish red color that I have, this is what my listening guide for this active listening description would be. and for some reason it's not playing, but I will make sure that link is fixed so I can upload this onto Angel and you can listen to it, and you'll get to see that Eye of the Tiger, the timbre, the sounds that are being used, there's going to be guitar, bass, cymbals, drums, and of course then the male voice. There are probably other instruments that are being played in there, but I just basically just quickly ran those off there. Melody. Within my piece of music that I've chosen here, Eye of the Tiger has a male soloist, and they have the melody pretty much the whole time. The format of this song is pretty much a verse-chorus format. You have the verse, and then you have that chorus that everyone's very familiar with. And then the guitar is a very strong little counter melody, or a melody that gets played as a little main music theme, so I wanted to make sure that that gets brought out within my description of melody. At the end of the song, I went ahead and put that, yeah, it does fade out. So the dynamics will get softer as it fades out. The overall dynamic for the piece, though, they stay about the same. I'd say probably a mezzo forte, possibly a forte, for the dynamics. Not a whole lot of contrast. The rhythm. This piece of music is in duple meter. Bum, 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 bum. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's that duple meter that's being used for the rhythm there. The tempo, it's pretty steady. It's a medium slow. It's not super fast. It's not super slow. So it's probably just kind of that medium slow, or just kind of mid-range tempo there. And then the beat itself, that steady beat, it has a very strong partnership with the drum and the bass line. So those are the instruments that are really going to make sure that you stay right steady with that beat. The harmony, this is a tonal piece of music, and it is in a minor mode. The whole song is minor, but I went ahead and wrote in here just to be a little more specific, and I wrote in here that you don't need to be this specific, but I do want you to be aware that there is a key change. It stays minor the whole time. It starts in one minor key for the verse, and then it switches to a different key, but it stays minor, so you have a new minor key for the actual chorus, and it goes back and forth between there. Again, you don't need to be extremely specific in that. Just let me know if it's major or minor, or if it changes from major to minor within the piece of music. But the major and minor is the key within harmony. Texture. This is a homophonic piece of music. There is only one main melody. The vocalist has that one main melody, so it is going to be homophonic. All the other instrumental sounds within there, they're cool and they sound really great, but the main melody is being sung by that male vocalist. So I hope this clears up any information or any questions that you might have over this active listening description assignment that I've given you for week 2. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know.